Hi everyone, it's Chris here from Retro Console UK, and this time, as you might be able to tell from the t-shirt, we have some real retro consoles that we did a pick up for. So we picked it up recently, so we'll go for it. And it's the Atari 2600. It's the woody one, so it's got the fake wood finish on the front. It's got the iconic logo there. And it's a 6-button. So some of you might not have seen one of these before. I think they came out late 70s, maybe 78, round about then. So this is a 6-button one. So power on and off, TV, black and white or colour, depending on what TV you had. Difficulty, so you can change the difficulty of the game. We have right difficulty, we have game select, we have game reset, and this is where the cartridges come in. So they're quite iconic cartridges. One thing from this compared to 90s games consoles, the bit you plug the controllers in is in the back of the console rather than the front of the console. So you've got left controller, right controller, power cable. The aerial is attached to the console, so it never came, you can never lose it, or you don't have to buy a replacement. It's attached to the console. So this is serial number 806914. It was made in Taiwan. The first couple of years they were made in the US, as it's an American company. So there's the woody. Let's see what else we got then. So power cable. So this will need testing because this is now best part of 40 years old. So we'll just do a couple of tests there. So that's the original power cable there for it. The iconic controller. So this is the joystick. For any of you younger viewers will notice it's only got one button. So the control works like this. You normally put it on a flat surface. It kind of has rubber bottoms on it, so it kind of sticks. You have one button. The button is a bit bashed up, but again, it's now 40 years old. So pretty straightforward, arcade style control with one button there. So that's a controller. You've got maybe a dozen games, so we'll fire through them. Some of these you'll recognise as this is where they kind of came out of on the 2600. So you've got massive games, big franchises, name-wise anyway. You've got Centipede on the Atari 2600. You've got Frogger, the original Frogger on the 2600. You've got Phoenix, one I've never heard of before, on the 2600. Saturn, made by Sega, which is really cool. So if any of you guys have had this console or your parents had it, let me know. Let me know what games you had. Let me know what your favourite games are on the system. That'd be really good to know. I never had one personally. My dad did have one. And we found it a couple of times in the cupboard. Dad, what's this console? And so we got it out and showed us this one as well. Cosmic Arc is a really different style of cartridge. I've never seen this game before. So they made thousands and thousands of games for the 2600. Partly, this is one of the reasons Atari and consoles of that time are the reason the crash happened. Obviously, the ET game is the most famous game for the video gaming crash. Which was early 80s. Another one, Mega Mania there. Pretty cool. Shown its age now, done by Activision, who are still making video games today, which is really cool. Next up is one of the probably the most iconic games for the console, and it is Pac-Man on the Atari. Classic game, really good game. Still plays fantastic till this day. So a fantastic game. Anyone gets hold of Atari, this is one of the games you have to purchase probably day one. This and a couple of others that must have. Probably Centipede and games like Frogger as well are the big hits for this console. A little bit of information. I think this was Atari's best-selling games console. They brought the 5200 out after this, and I think it was a 7800, and it kind of nosedive after that. So Asteroids, another massive game. Probably another one of the most famous games. That's Asteroids. We have Super Breakout. So buying the games if you wanted to start collecting for the Atari 2600. Most of the games range from about £2 or £3. They're always pretty cheap to pick up. If you just want to have cart only and you don't want to collect them box and stuff, the cartridges are pretty easy to pick up, even the well-known games. Star Voyager, again with a different kind of iMagic casing there for the cartridge. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen them before. And Star Wars Jedi Arena. I have played this. It's made by Parker Brothers, who also make board games. So that's, and we've got one manual in here. So we don't tend to see many manuals. So this is for Star Voyager, which is pretty cool. Tells you how to set it up, a bit of the gameplay in there, full colour brochure in there, which is pretty cool. So what do you think of my really retro games pickup? Like I say, I can't wait to fire it up. It will need a bit of a clean. Obviously, it's been sat in the garage for many, many years, but I've been reassured it does work, and I can't wait to fire it up. So don't forget, if you like the video and the content you see here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.